What was the worst thing that happened to you on your wedding day or during your wedding planning process? Bride, groom, whatever, bridesmaid. I just want to hear about it because today these brides apparently went through like a worst case scenario. Grab your beverage of choice. We are all boarding the hydration station. I got water in my cup. What's in yours? Cheers. This dog licked the frosting off of the wedding cake. Who's really to blame here though? Is the person who left the dog unsupervised in a room with a cake. Fair point. Fair point. Look at the little... See, how do you get mad at him though? You would be furious because that is your wedding cake and it's your wedding day. But look at his little face. I could not get mad at that. I mean, I'd be furious. So that's a lie. I'd be mad, but not at my dog because they're so freaking cute. And all they knew was like, oh, this is a cake and I like me some icing. They don't know the significance of the wedding cake and how important that is. Oh, and its mouth's been all over it. You can't really salvage it at that point. At first I was thinking, slap on some more icing. No, that is a dog's mouth. That's a dirty place. Ordering your wedding dress online is the definition of living dangerously. Yeah, it's a risk you take. Oh my God. That's what it was on the website? And then that is what you got? My God, no. That ain't nothing. Okay, that looks like an undershirt that goes under the actual dress. There is no way they ship that out to you being like, happy wedding day. Here's the dress you ordered. That should be a crime. False advertising. Lawsuit. What a shame. My sister bought her wedding dress online, but she got it from the site Azazi and they have a great return policy. You can actually purchase the dress and you can actually pay a small fee and they will ship you the dress to try on before you purchase it. You don't even have to pay to purchase it. You just pay this fee and obviously if you never send it back, you're gonna pay for it. And you could try it on and send it back before you purchase it, or if you like it, you purchase it. It's genius. They do it for bridesmaids, dresses, everything. It's the best thing about it. When my mom got to the altar, her husband-to-be said, why did you have to plan the wedding while you were on your period?
You look so fat.
First of all, f you. Second of all, at the altar? In front of everyone? Oh girl, please tell me you didn't say I do after that. She was a size 6 and did not even look slightly large, as if that should even matter. And the priest was so taken aback that he turned to her and asked, should I continue? I remember standing next to my auntie. We were the flower girl and maid of honor, and seeing her face go from so proud to so angry, and my mom just quietly said, yep, with this defeated sigh. They divorced less than a year later. That would be a hard no for me. I wouldn't even think twice. No hesitation. No, actually, no point. I'm not marrying this man. Are you crazy? Up yours. Anyways, I just got mad as if that happened to me. I was at a wedding as a +1. The bride drunkenly sat down at our table and started talking to us. She then told me that she slept with her ex right before walking down the aisle. Like, what do you mean? Like in the closet at the wedding venue? What do you mean right before? She had sex with her ex. Oh, she had sex with her ex in her wedding dress in the bridal suite. That answers my question. She then downed the last of my drink and went off to the dance floor. I was left speechless. I didn't know anyone but my date. Less than a year later, the bride and groom were divorced. Wow. You know, bride kind of put herself in worst case scenario, so I don't feel bad about this one because that was a worst case scenario that didn't need to happen. So that's a worst case scenario for the groom, really. What are we looking at? Oh my God, this might get flagged for how it looks. If you see something other than towers on a fairy tale castle on this cake, you're not the only one. Well, thank you. I would have been fine being the only one because those look like wieners. And some just seem to forget those immature jokes should be left at the bachelor party. A bachelorette party cake can be something obscene, but a wedding cake really shouldn't. This is a wedding cake? Oh my God. Oh, I'm zooming in. Oh, the only one that passes as not is the top one because it's pointed, but all the other ones look like mushroom caps. And you know, the color too, especially the color. That ain't helping the situation. Wedding videographer here. I think my favorite moment was when I was sitting at the miscellaneous table with all the randoms and the girl next to me The groom's ex drunkenly admitted to sleeping with the groom a few months prior. Why is she at the wedding? Why is groom's ex at the wedding? Well, because he was screwing her a few months earlier and probably was like, no babe, this is my friend.
Liar.
That's exactly what happened. I'm pretty confident in that. I need to sit. I said bride. Thanks a lot, Starbucks. Brian. You know what? I feel for you slightly, like first world problems, right? I understand you were probably hoping for bride as like you wanted a cute Instagram pic of your Starbucks with the word bride written on it. Cutesy, okay. But yeah, first world problem. Starbucks never gets my name right, and I like playing the game with them on how to spell my name. Every time I go, I say Jocelyn, and they're like, how do you spell that? And I'm like, guess. And they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah, I do this every time because I want to see how people spell it because everyone spells it differently. And when they get it right, I'm like, you got it right. I just like the game. I have not been to Starbucks in quite a while though, but do they even take your name anymore? Do they write your name on cups? I don't think they write your name on cups anymore. Don't they just take your name for the order for when they call it out? Do they even write on your cups anymore? I don't even know. The groom left for 2 hours in the middle of the reception to run a live fantasy football draft. They're divorced now.
Shocking.
I don't have anything nice to say. And you're not supposed to, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. So I feel like I shouldn't say anything because it's not gonna be very nice. I'm just very, you know what, annoyed microphone. I am very, very annoyed. First of all, the fact you're thinking about that dumb shit on our wedding day, but the fact you, 2 hours of our wedding, 2 hours. Not even 5 minutes, not even 15 minutes, 2 hours. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I worked at a museum that also doubled as a wedding venue in the summers. Ooh, I bet that was really pretty. As part of the wedding package, the museum would stay open after hours for the guests. That is so cool. So I would just sit there and greet people, basically. One wedding got particularly rowdy. Almost everyone was drunk. Whoa. Almost everyone was drunk. People were jumping in the fountain and someone vomited in said fountain. At one point, the bride was crying. Turns out the groom and one of his groomsmen were screwing upstairs in one of the bathrooms. A fight ensued between the groom and the father of the bride, and cops were called because it got really ugly. It was entertaining for me, but I felt so bad for the bride. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Are you kidding? I felt bad after I felt bad after the vomit in the fountain, let alone your husband screwing a man upstairs on your wedding day. Minor detail. Toilet papering the couple's getaway car. Really? Thank God I don't have friends like that. They would never do that on my wedding day. Yeah, that wouldn't be funny. The getaway car, toilet paper, like for what? No. Time and place for that. I mean, I did that when I was a child. Did I toilet paper someone's car? For sure. Right? No. Did I? I know my friend had her van toilet papered from our friends that we worked with one time. That was really funny. And then another time, oh, someone filled my car with balloons. That was mayhem. I'm pretty sure I've been involved in toilet papering a car, like a friend's car. I had to have. The bride and groom did the first dance, then spent the rest of the reception completely apart from each other, getting completely wasted with their own separate friend groups. The only other dancing all night was the bride dancing with her high school friends, the father-daughter dance, and the mother-son dance, during which the groom was crying. The best man speech didn't mention the bride at all, and basically boiled down to, groom, you're married now, but our bond is older and stronger. All of our hunting and fishing trips together, oh my God, hello, am I drunk? All of our hunting and fishing trips together are the best things in our lives, and I can't wait for more. Okay, such a sad, desperate atmosphere. They made it a little over a year. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I worry about that for my wedding day, if that time comes, knock on wood. But I worry that I'm gonna be so worried about my guests and hosting, you know what I mean? And being like, oh, make sure I say hi to everyone and this, that. Like, I don't want Matt and I to like forget that it's like about us and our love together and to spend that time together and soak in the day. But I'm just such like a people pleaser and a hoster that I'm like, I'm just gonna want to host everyone and make sure everyone's having a fun time. So if anyone has advice for that, how do you balance that? Not that I'm engaged or getting married anytime soon, but like for when the time comes, I'll take any advice, you know? What is on my mouth? Ew. Okay, I'm leaving. Stay classy out there, stay sassy, and I'll see you tomorrow.